Because the reality is when you give subsidy, you are giving to either the unemployed or the minimum wage earners, which don't contribute to income tax, meaning they don't really pay taxes. While the middle class, in the midst of crisis, they will continue to pay taxes and they don't get anything from the government. And in economics, I wouldn't say it's useless, but if you help the poor, there's really no ROI.
Okay, so it says there we're talking about taxes here, and this guy says that if you continue to give to the poor, ooh, there's an insect. Sorry, there's the insect. It flew away. Okay, so it says there, let me just spin this. Okay, washing the clothes. Hold on. Let me just spin the clothes. Wait. Okay, so let's continue. And where did I left off? Okay, there. So, paying taxes. And, well, actually, he says that if you just continue to give to the poor, there's no return of investment. And it's true. Because the poor actually just take. And they already have a salary without working. It's like if you're giving 4,000, it's not 4,000 every month. I'm not sure. It's bigger than a pension in SSS, which is 3,000 a month. Let me check that. Uh, okay, let me go here. How frequent does 4-piece receive? There you go. Every 2 months. And how much is that? Granted generally range from 2.6 to 5.3 per month. It's like pension from SSS. Wow. 2.10.6 per bi-monthly. Wow, that's bigger. Imagine that. No wonder there's a lot of corruption. And some 4-piece even have better houses. And they don't pay taxes that much. Would you look at that? Wow. That's hidden corruption there through the years. Well, anyway, if they're getting this much, there's a little ROI through value-added tax. Or they can purchase land, because if they get that's 10.6 per month, that's 5,000, that's more than SSS. Amazing. Wow. So whoever invented that is really something. I should enroll in 4-piece as well, right? So health and nutrition 750, rice subsidy 600. First 1,000 days 350 2 month. Education grant 300, 500, 700. Wow. Well, anyway, I'd rather not get 4-piece and yet, um, live a life that is not rich but without begging. Yeah, that's better. So what does the Bible tells us? See? Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, Bible verse. Mark 12:17. It says there. In the Bible, Jesus said, responds to a trick question about paying taxes. Yeah. So it says, Jesus said, give back to Caesar what is to Caesar's and to God what is God's. Yeah. So, yep, you have to really pay taxes based on the current earthly governments or situation. You have no choice but to follow it. Yep, it, taxes are supposed to help people or create better lives, but no, it's not really. They just give a small amount and keep the rest. My country belongs to the one of the most corrupt countries. So sad, right? And I can feel it even on the field. Kickbacks, those things. I don't do kickbacks. Yeah, I know that's corruption, but people will be angry with me when I say this, but yeah. Well, anyway, if you're faithful with God, God will provide everything. You will not ever feel the lack of something. And it says there in the Bible too that, I think that's in John or in Mark. Let me check. God will provide. Jehovah Jireh. And it says here, there's also this one verse. Let me see if I can remember it. Um, yeah, a shadow of things. God will take care of you. Verse. Okay. Verse. Forgot. It was in the middle of my thought. Okay, Isaiah. Who pledges ongoing support in old age. Okay. So where's the verse? Oh yeah, look at the sparrow. Even God knows how to take care. There's this one verse I forgot. Well, anyway, if I remember it, because I just woke up. But you get the point, right? So you don't need to beg. For me, if a Christian is really faithful, he doesn't need to beg or to ask, because he's the one who is providing and helping. Because God provides him all the resources he needs, and all the resources that is enough. God will always provide enough to his children. The prerequisite is you just have to be faithful. I mean, if you're not faithful, you don't believe in God, but you have material wealth, that comes from the devil. Because God doesn't support evil. He doesn't provide for people who lives in sin. No, it's the devil who maintains you. It's really that way. So if you're a liar, you're a thief, you're a slanderer, you are evil, and you became rich because God did not provide you riches, but Satan supplied you so that you will remain in him. The truth of the matter is, if you're a Christian, you will undergo a lot of attack from the devil. And if you remain faithful, the devil will never win. Never win. There's no such thing as winning over God. God is always in control and superior. We just are stubborn. So, yep, I think I'm talking too much. Have a nice Sabbath. God bless. Have faith, you know. And remember, be faithful, be strong in God's love. Believe in God. You may not have much like the thief or like bad people, but you will have enough to be happy. That's how I experience it. Have a wonderful day and Sabbath.